So I've been running heaps of these seminars, and what I wanted to do was take you through some of the questions that I've been getting. We recorded the first lot a little while ago. You'll notice the yellow shirts. Well, I've got a pink shirt on today. So we've got about 25 questions to get through. And you can watch them. They'll be separate videos, so watch them each as you go along. But guys, any questions you've got from the webinars, or any questions you've got in general, if you email them through to me, just send them through to info@ypc-group.com. And what I'll do is I'll actually record a video response, so you get the answer in video as well as putting a blog together. Because one of the fundamentals of building a property portfolio is actually getting really good education. If you can do that, then you can confidently move forward. And that's really what this is all about. This is what this education series is about. It's why I'm in front of the video so often, is because I want to get that education out there. So let's get started. All right, guys, next question is one of my favorite subjects. Not so much anymore, because I don't really get involved in this anymore, but for many years I used to get involved with it. The interesting thing, the question come around, and it actually said, how do you sack a good rental agent? How do you sack a good letting agent? Well, the first thing is for me, you need to understand the principle behind it. There's two reasons why a property won't get let. The first is you've got an incompetent agent, all right? If you've got an incompetent agent, yeah, then you've got to sack them. Sack them, get somebody new, and get them working for you, all right? If they're competent, then there's no reason you should be. So how to sack a good agent? Well, you wouldn't sack a good agent, okay? You'd sack a bad agent, certainly. And I'll talk you through some of the things about how to do that and what to do, be aware of. So don't sack a good agent, don't sack a competent agent, keep them, get them working. Because the other thing is, if it's not an incompetent agent, the only other thing is the price is too high. You need to drop the price, okay? So they're the only two reasons why a place will remain void. And if you focus on getting a competent agent and then getting them rental right by dropping it down to where the realistic market rent is, you'll get it rented every time. And understand, this is the exact principles that we apply every single time, and we manage now over 700 properties, okay? Every single time we apply this, and this is why I can offer the rental guarantees that we do, because we apply this religiously. You know, it is law, you know, pretty much. So if you apply this into your thing, then first of all, good agent, don't sack them, okay? Incompetent agent, get rid of them. Now, let's talk about getting rid of an incompetent agent. The important thing here is what you got to understand is who the agent is. Rather than sacking the company, you want to sack the person that's looking after your place. Now, what that means practically right now is that if you're using, you know, ABC letting agents, then what you need to do is you need to get rid of them. So you need to basically say, listen, I'm taking it away, I'm putting it with another agent, all right? Don't get into the emotional of you guys have been terrible and it's taken 8 weeks and you've done nothing, you haven't done this. Don't even do that, okay? And I'll explain why. You're probably going to end up going back to them at some stage during the ownership of your property. Because in the most part, it's the individual looking after your property that's the problem, rather than the company. And what you'll find is they turn over staff quite regularly. And because of that, that person that's dealing with your property right now may not be the same person in 6 months' time or 12 months' time or 2 years' time. So don't burn your bridges with the agent. And, you know, don't, you know, get rid of the ego, okay? Don't sit there and say, you mongrels, you terror, you know, you've taken ages and all that sort of stuff. It might make you feel better, but then all of a sudden there might be 5 agents in that area. You've now only got 4 to choose from. Because when you go back to them, they go, hold on a sec, we've had this guy on before, we don't want him, you know. So this is, you know, and this is really fundamental, because what you'll find is you'll go back in 12 months' time and they'll let it like that, you know, because it's a different person. Incompetent agent, sack them, okay? But you're not getting the emotional, don't try and download on them, all right? So basically, if you're going to sack them, you call them up and you simply say, and what I would do always is not just call them up and then say, right, you're sacked, I'm going to find another agent. Find another agent, sort it all out with them, get their terms and conditions, do all the deal, get that all done, and then say, right, now I'm going to call this agent, you guys, the new agent, go pick up the keys. They do this all the time, they're used to it, all right? So don't feel like, you know, it's some mysterious thing, okay? So call them up, say, hey, listen, I've got another agent, they're coming to pick up the keys, please give them all the keys, information, stuff like that. Now, they may ask for feedback, you know. The feedback is, look, I feel it's taking too much time. I feel that, you know, I haven't, you know, you're not going to get it done as quickly as the other agent will do. So, you know, I just want you to hand the keys over. Don't get into the whole, they said this and you promised this and because that just doesn't work. It doesn't help anyone. It might make you feel better short term, but it won't serve you long term. Okay guys, have a great day, and remember, live with passion.